Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. I'm Kirsten Langston, author and intuitive. We have an eclipse reading for you, my loves. So we have a special reading for you today, YouTube, and hopefully Instagram, if I can get this up over there. Instagram's so persnickety. We are looking at the November 30th lunar eclipse in Gemini at 8 degrees of Gemini. We've already started this series of eclipses. So this is building on something that's already happened. It's building on something we've already done before. This reading will go into an extended version, and that will be on the Wheel of Fortune tier on Patreon. It is a capped tier. So if you want to check that out, do it if you can get in, and let's get into it. So I'm going to put some general cards down here, and then later we'll go into cards for the signs. Maybe get a couple other decks out. But let's see what this eclipse is bringing overall. The link to Patreon, by the way, is in the box, and please come and see me on my social media. Third Eye Champagne on Instagram, Third Eye with a 3RDI on Twitter. I am on Pinterest. You can find Third Eye Champagne on Pinterest. I'm everywhere, y'all. Author Intuitive Kirsten Langston on Facebook. Eclipse is here in the cards. Card of Gemini is here as well. So look at that. Eclipse in Gemini. So I think for a lot of us, it's going to affect our relationships, and it's going to affect either your relationship to yourself, to someone else, or to something else. But it's not just angst for the sake of angst. It's not just one of those, you know, painful eclipses where it's like, oh God, and then, you know, I lost my job, you know, or I lost my partner, I lost my house. It's not just that. Well, it may not be that at all. But my point is, there's relationship cards here. So this eclipse will affect your relationship to yourself, to someone else, or to something else. But it's here. Relationship will be affected. Big time. So what way that's going to play out in your life, of course, will be individual, up to you. But there's something where you have to make a choice. And this eclipse is going to push you from choosing security to choosing something different. So on the one hand, you have, this is secure, this is safe, I'm okay here, but I may be unhappy, or I may not be pushing myself. And then on the other hand, you have this unknown path. So this is going to be an unusual eclipse. It's going to be really interesting. You have this unknown path that probably has some really good stuff for you on it, right? But do you want to leave behind the security? And I'm not saying one is better than the other, but you are going to be pushed to pick something. You're going to be pushed to pick something. Pick a path, pick a side, make a choice. You're going to have to go from 2 to 1 here. So something does drop away. Something absolutely drops away here, and you have to figure out what it is, because you're in charge here somehow. So with the Magician here, we're sort of in charge of what path we want to take. This eclipse presents us with a choice. It's not just the removal of something where we have no choice. There are choices here. There are choices to be made here in conjunction with this eclipse. And the path is one of growth or one of stagnation, and you kind of have to decide, I'm comfortable here. Maybe you're stagnating there and maybe you're not, but there is this idea of growth, and are you growing? And I'll tell you this, I think with the wands that we have here, it really does focus on growth. It really does focus on growth and how we're growing. And are we growing? Are we making the choices that allow us to grow? There is a choice here. There are choices here with this eclipse. I'm going to put some more cards down. Something about this eclipse brings us into balance. Woo, yeah. Woo, baby, that's all over this bad boy. Yep, there's a choice. There it is. There it is right there. Root of the reading. You're going to make a choice. Choose wisely. You go from 7 to 1. You're making a choice. There is a choice here, and I believe it has to be made consciously. Again, I don't believe this is something where you get something yanked away. You may get something yanked away, but there's still choices on the table. Yeah, eclipse is here again. I shuffled really well. It's like, no, I'm here. I'm prominent. Like, this is happening. It's a journey to clarity. Something about this eclipse is a journey to clarity, big time. There's balance here. I see that here. I see that here. I see that here. And oh, this one came up again, so I see that here as well. So there is this idea of us being brought into balance somehow by this eclipse and by the choices that we make with this eclipse. So if you had to rule of thumb yourself, say, oh gosh, Auntie, I don't know what to do. I don't know, should I stay or should I go? The choice is what brings you the most balance. What brings you the most balance? So we had the tower. I didn't show it to you, but I'll show it to you. We had the tower above with the star above it. So for me, this is saying, yeah, it's going to bring in unexpected opportunities, unexpected situation, unexpected, even though it's a lunar eclipse, somehow it's helping you make your way to your dreams in unexpected ways. It will be, I think, not the funnest energy, but I think it could be way worse. Honestly, I think it could be way worse. I think energetically, it's not gonna be as heavy as we felt before. It seems to pull a Gemini and kind of zip in, hit, and zip out, so it's not lingering. It's not this heavy lingering feeling. Let's see advice. And then of course we have another eclipse on December 14th. That is the sister eclipse to this one. It is a solar eclipse in Sagittarius, and that is on December 14th. I think I just said that, but let's see advice for us for this one. This one seems to hit quick. It just seems to kind of boop, okay, we're done. Pop the balloon, boop, you know. And it doesn't feel as heavy. I've felt other lunar eclipses and I'm like, oh good God. This doesn't feel as heavy, I have to say. So your advice, balance. Huh. Okay, don't let the energy, the first piece of advice here, don't let the energy work a mojo on you. So you're gonna feel it. You'll feel the energy, you'll probably feel it in a few days leading up to it. So don't let it work a crazy mojo on you. Don't let it get you stressed out or freaked out. You have to just let it come and go. Let it do its thing. Get as grounded as you possibly can. She is ungrounded. He is grounded. You want to get away from this and go towards this. Get as grounded as you possibly can. Again, you have 10 of Pentacles in the home environment, so I'm going to tell you the grounding is very important. Thinking about your material life is very important. Making decisions based on how it will affect you materially. So not ethereally, not energetically, not emotionally, but in your material life. Those are the kind of choices you want to make. Okay, how is this going to affect my life as I'm living it right now materially? That's what you want to do. Willingly walk away. So whatever this eclipse comes and says, we're not doing that anymore, willingly walk away. Don't cling to it. Don't cling to it. And really, again, she's a card of grounding, but also sit in your abundance. So whatever this thing takes away, first of all, show gratitude for it, because the universe knows better than we do. And the universe is like, I'm getting rid of this. Trust me, you need it. We need it to go. But also be aware of what you do have and really sit in awareness and gratitude of that around eclipse time, and you'll do just great. So we're going to go into the extended version of this, my loves. I do hope to see you over on Patreon. It starts at $6 a month. I still have my lower tiers. So if you were on a lower tier than that, you've been grandfathered in, but now it starts at $6 a month. Due to Rona, due to the lady, unfortunately I'm unable to offer those lower tiers anymore. I was trying to get people to move up tiers and trying to keep all the lower tiers, and people just, they weren't moving. They weren't moving on the tiers, so I need the income. There's no way around it. So we now start at $6 a month, which is still pretty damn cheap, especially for all the stuff that you get. So I do hope to see you over on Patreon. If not, I will see you here on YouTube. Remember, we are live on YouTube the first 3 Thursdays of every month. And we are live on Instagram the first 3 Thursdays of every month. And you get Celebrity, your little dose of dessert, every Tuesday. Well, the first 3 Tuesdays of every month. So here we go. Let's move into the patron exclusive.